Welcome to Hangman's Tree. My name is Matthew Green. I've been a huge Batman fan my whole life. I've always loved Batman. He's the greatest superhero in the whole world, but the thing is, he isn't really a superhero. I don't mean he isn't a superhero because he doesn't have any superpowers. We all know he can't fly like a bird or a plane, and he isn't as powerful as a locomotive, and he definitely can't leap over a building with a single bound. What I mean is that he isn't a hero at all. I realised this when I was reading his origin story. I can't believe I didn't realise this sooner. Being his biggest fan, I think it would be appropriate for me to tell you the truth. When Bruce Wayne was 8 years old, he lost his parents on Crime Alley. A man shot his father and mother before Bruce's very own eyes. Bruce saw his parents be murdered in front of him when he was just a little boy. He was helpless and could not have saved them even if he tried. He wished he would have done something. He hated himself for not even trying, but he was terrified. Nobody ever blamed him, but he always blamed himself. Bruce prayed to find a way to avenge them. He had gained post-traumatic stress disorder from the incident, and one night his prayers were answered. Unfortunately, the answers did not have the outcome it was intended to have. A bat flew through Bruce's bedroom window. It shattered glass all over the floor. Bruce must have believed it was the gunman who had killed his parents, breaking in to finish him off as to leave no witnesses behind. Being so young, Bruce had a mental breakdown and lost his mind. Bruce was placed into an asylum. He never regained his sanity, and when he was old enough, he was transferred to another asylum. The asylum is named Arkham Asylum. He will be there for the rest of his life. He is 33 years old now. He has been in Arkham for 15 years already. He has been insane for 2.5 decades. I know a lot of Batman fans will refuse to believe this, and most of you will probably bombard me with insults. Most ridiculous idea ever, you will say. I know at first it sounds like a really bad Batman arc, but just ask yourself, if you saw your parents be murdered in front of you, wouldn't you lose your mind? Whether a kid or even a man, I know I would have lost mine. Just think for a second. Bruce Wayne believes that he fights alongside an alien from a dead world who wears his underwear outside of his pants. He is in love with a half-naked Amazon warrior. He believes that his smartest friend is a green man from Mars who dresses like a stripper. He believes he knows a young teenage guy who can run so fast he can travel through time. He believes he's inspired a former football star who tragically became into a modern-day Frankenstein. He believes he has been in the presence of a royal half-man, half-fish prince of the lost city of Atlantis who has an army of gold fish. He even believes he knows a galactic police officer who gains superpowers from wearing jewellery. He is even willing to employ little children as young as 14 to help him fight a man who dyes his hair green and wears makeup. He hasn't done this just once, nor twice, not even thrice, but 4 times. He was willing to put teenagers under severe danger just because they asked and said please to. Each one, time and time again, has almost, if not actually, lost their life. It makes so much sense when you think about this, really. Just think about how he has fought 100 different villains 1,000 times over. He knows for sure he kills them. He sees them die with his own eyes, and yet somehow they always come back. They've explained how they came back 1,000 times, but sometimes they don't even bother to try. Even when they do explain, their means of return are always something ridiculous and unreasonable, whether ancient forgotten super science or necromancy or some other insane manner of reincarnation, they always come back. But why do they always come back? Bruce could never get over the fact that he didn't even try to save his parents. He created a fantasy where he would never let any evil prevail and would do anything he could to stop it. He knew, no matter what he did and how hard he worked, his parents would never return, so he prayed that at least he could become something they were proud of. He knows evil will never truly end, but every time it rises, he will be there to face it fearlessly. The reality is, this man will always bring back the criminals he imagines, because his guilt will never leave him, and because deep down inside of him he wishes somebody would end his torment. Bruce Wayne will from now to the day he dies always battle against Darkseid, an alien war god made from rock, the Joker, a transvestite clown who isn't funny at all, Poison Ivy, a woman who is obsessed with plants, the Penguin, a fat man with a pointy nose, and Hush, a man who has had multiple surgeries to look like Bruce himself. Does this sound like something a sane person could even come up with? Bruce will remain in Arkham forever. He will dream of the man he wished he was. This has been Hangman's Tree, brought to you by Matthew Green. If you enjoyed this theory, please like, share and subscribe for more. This will be a continuing horror channel. I will bring you the most insane fan theories in the world, and also the most intense stories in history. I have 1,000 more videos I hope to upload pretty soon. I hope to release at least one video a week. I will currently only release audio podcasts, but I hope to also do more intricate projects like animations and live action films. If you would like to support this channel, please visit my official Patreon page and the current Hangman's Tree fundraiser I have going on at gofundme.com. Links are in the description. Also, visit the official Hangman's Tree iTunes page. All content will be uploaded there for your entertainment. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions, please leave a comment. I would love to hear them. If you want to get in touch with me, visit my official Facebook page. There is a link in the description. If you would like to hear this video in a different language, please follow the links. I will release every video in 20 different languages: English, Spanish, French, German, Russian, Norwegian, Italian, Polish, Greek, Portuguese, Chinese, Japanese, Mongolian, Korean, Arabic, Hindi, Kazakh, Afrikaans, Malay and Indonesian.